Hi, this is Chef Q.
Hi, Mary Jo. I'm a retail director with Chartwell's on campus.
Today we're going to show you how to do a stuffed airline chicken breast for our Bear Apron program for Valentine's Day. And so we're going to start by stuffing our chicken breast. Biggest thing you want to do is skin on, right? So skin on helps keep everything together. Okay. It's crispy, it has the fat in there, because chicken breast by itself is really, really dry. So you're not going to add an extra fat here. So we're going to get our heat on because it takes a minute to get hot. And what we'll do is we're going to make a little pocket in here. Normally you would do it with the trussing, like twine, and wrap it all up. But today we're just going to slit a little pocket in here all the way through. You have to be careful not to go through, but see how it's just big enough to fit those cherries and the flavor. Look at that. So that's going to, now when we stuff it, I'll show you how to wrap it over. So we're going to put our cherries inside here. And I don't soak these because as they cook and get hot, cherries will absorb the juice. So if you're adding water to it, it's going to kind of water the flavor down. So all the juice from the chicken is actually going to get soaked up in the cherries. Then we're going to take this pepper jack cheese, which I love. You can use habanero cheese or any kind of cheese if you don't want pepper jack, but that's what's going to come in your box. See how I'm stuffing that in there? Get it all nice and tight in there. See how there's a little lip?
Yeah.
There's a little lip here. So when you're going to fold this thing over, you're going to take this skin piece and you're going to come around like this. Okay, so that's going to keep everything together. So then what we're going to do is we're going to season this with salt and pepper on both sides, and a little bit of pepper. And then we'll flip this over, kind of hold it together. So then, why don't you grab our olive oil there, Mary Jo, and pour it in our pan here. Just a little bit, about a teaspoon. There you go.
And theirs will all be pre-portioned in the
Yeah, it'll all be pre-portioned in portion cups for you, so you won't have to do any measuring. You're just going to have fun with your loved one, right? So it's going to get to smoke point, right? So smoke point's right when it starts to smoke. You want it nice and hot. If it's too cold, if your pan's too cold, your skin's going to just stick to the pan.
Okay.
And then it's going to be kind of a mess. So you really want to do hot food, hot pan. That's kind of a rule in the kitchen. So we're going to swirl that around. It creates a barrier between the pan and the chicken. So see how it's just slightly smoking? Then we can take this and go right down in there. And you really want the skin to be crispy. So I would sear it. I mean, you want to do medium high. So we can cut this down a little bit now that we're up. So we'll go kind of right about here. You'll have a little popping. You can kind of slide it around. See how it's sliding nice on there? If it didn't slide, you'd be in big trouble. You'd be trying to pick it up off the bottom.
So if mine does stick, how can I fix that?
You can add a little bit of water or alcohol to it. We'll kind of release that skin.
Okay.
And also you just want to try to, if you want to pick it up a little bit and like let some oil get underneath it, sometimes it just needs a little more oil.
Okay.
I like to dry the skin off with a paper towel. If it's wet, it really pops and it tends to stick more, but if you dry that off with a paper towel, see how dry that was?
Yeah.
When you get your chicken, just dry it off a little bit with the paper towel. It really gets crispy, really nice.
Okay.
So then you're going to sear it on both sides. That just kind of seeds it all up. And then you want to make sure that skin is wrapped over the other edge that you cut, right? So when we put it in the oven, all that cheese and stuff doesn't pour out of it. You're going to lose some anyway, but it won't be a ton. See how that's starting to get like a nice soft golden brown there?
Yeah.
We'll go a little bit more. Because I personally, do you pick your fried chicken skin off your chicken?
Of course.
I don't.
Oh.
I eat that. That's the best part.
I eat the skin. Well, I eat it, but I take it off and eat it separate.
Oh, okay. Okay. So anyway, you can do that with this. So in your box, you'll get 2 airline breasts, right? And so you'll be able to do that for you and your partner, and then you're going to be good to go. Okay.
Sounds good.
All right. So we'll probably flip this over. So it's a nice golden brown. See that? Then it's going to roast in the oven. You'll probably do. I would go 375. I like to go a little bit higher temperature with the chicken just to make sure it seasons up really nice. But I would go, you're going to probably go 18 minutes on the recipe card. If you don't have a convection oven at home, it might be a little longer, but if you have a convection oven, 18 minutes should probably do it. And you want to cook it to 165. So those will also be on your instructions.
Okay.
Nobody dies.
Right.
Okay.
Dying is not good.
Dying is not good. So we're going to put this in the oven.
Okay.
All right. Now our chicken's out of the oven, right? So we just lost a little bit. I mean, nothing really came out. There's our pan. There's no cheese in the bottom of that.
Right.
So we didn't lose any of the ingredients. So that's perfect. So you put the pan right back on here. Again, that's going to be all your flavor from your chicken. There's a little stock in there now. All the caramelization from any of the sugars is also in here from the cherries. So we're going to bring that up to heat. And we're gonna go with a shallot. So you kind of go in the middle here. You can just do something like this.
Well, you don't cut all the way through, right?
No, yeah, because if you do, it'll kind of get all wonky on you. So you just kind of get closer. And I like to really mince it really fine. So if you can make that happen, see I'm bending my knuckle a little bit?
Yeah.
So see how minced that is? It's really nice. So we'll go right in with our shallots. And we'll go right in with a little clove of garlic. We're making a tequila cream sauce.
Okay.
So you got spicy, you got sweet. The agave nectar is a little bit sweet from the tequila as well. And we have some fresh cilantro that's going to be going in there, so kind of a nice little spin. Cherries are really, are good for, the dish was designed for Valentine's Day, so we're going to kind of do that as a deal there. So cube of butter in there, just kind of, it's a little dry, but we're going to let the butter kind of swirl around. And as our previous chef said, butter is kind of the main ingredient here sometimes, so we're also going to finish with butter. So see, I'm just lightly caramelizing those shallots, getting some color in there. Then we're going to go with some tequila. And this will be portioned out as well, so there's not going to be enough for you to have any extra. So we're just going to reduce that down to au sec, which means almost dry. Okay. So you're going to just cook all the alcohol out of there. So that's going to help that reduce and evaporate really quickly. And just shake that a little bit. If you have a fire alarm close in your house, you may want to reconsider. But again, if you just cook it slow and it's boiling, it will reduce the alcohol out. So see how it's already starting to get thick in there?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And one thing I really like to do too, as your chicken is kind of sitting, sometimes I like to put it back in here. Okay, so it's kind of reconstituting a little bit. It's kind of developing some more flavor as it's reducing down. You could take your spoon or whatever it is you have, and sometimes I like to just kind of ladle that over the top, right? Right. To really get that flavor infused. Because sometimes if you just pour the sauce over, it doesn't have time to take all the way. So we're going to let that continue to reduce. As soon as it gets au sec, which means almost dry, then we'll add our cream, and then it's done. Looking pretty good. Okay, so we're going to take this. We're going to go here, add a little bit of cream in there for me. A little more. Good. So we'll just incorporate that, and then we're going to mount with butter, which is kind of the old French healthy term for we're going to add more butter to it. Okay, but you do it at the end. So you take it off the heat. If you add it while it's hot, it's just going to break and get oily. Right. So you want to just take a couple cubes, and what you'll do is you'll swirl them in there. Really nice. See that? Look how perfect that is. Okay, so we're going to take it off the heat. We're going to swirl in our butter, and it's going to blend in there really nice and make it nice and creamy. Yeah. So then that'll be our agave cream sauce for our chicken. And then we're going to garnish with fresh cilantro. Good. What do you think?
It's a great mix of flavors.
So you're going to pour that over the top of there. Look at that. So that's perfect. And why don't you grab our cilantro. Look at that. And that is your pepper jack and cherry stuffed chicken breast.